Since starting this channel, I've created lots of scratch-built terrain and character figures. Only a small fraction of them get their own video. Usually they don't receive all that much time to shine individually, since they're just meant to be part of a larger game or story. Once the figures are finished and used as props for whatever video I intend them for, I put them on my shelf, and that's generally where they stay. But I just uploaded video number 300 to the channel the other day, and I wanted to do something different to commemorate that. Recently, somebody was admiring the collection of figures and asked if they've ever been on display anywhere. So that gave me the idea that it might be interesting to showcase the objects themselves as a group, not as small parts of a larger game or story, but in their own right. This is Nishopatiku. I picked this one to highlight because it illustrates how I like to make figures from upcycled household materials. Tiku's cape, shield, and boots are cardboard, glue, and pieces of paper towel for texture. Here are some more examples of paper towels giving a textured look. Paper napkins are also often patterned in an interesting way and can make good cloaks, capes, sashes, etc. Incidentally, when paper is soaked in PVA or school glue, it becomes like hard rubber or plastic when the glue dries, and it is good for giving the look of wrinkled fabric. In my case, I pretty much always tear it rather than cut it, because I usually want a tattered finish. I always seem to be trying for a junkyard aesthetic, with rusty, weathered metal and threadbare fabrics. I wonder if that says something about my psychology. Also, the coated wire twist ties from grocery store packaging work well as the basic framework for figures. Here are a few of my favorite mechs and robots which have twist ties as the main skeleton. The flexibility of the wire allows for a lot of options and experimentation with different poses and shapes. Next time you're taking the twist tie off a bag of bread or something, remember it can become a key component in a custom figure. Here's the basic form. Think of the twist ties as the length of stick figure you're drawing in 3 dimensions rather than 2. I like to add plastic beads in a consistent pattern when creating mechs to make them look somewhat formulaic, like they're variations on the same design or iterations on the same underlying technology. But twist ties aren't only good for humanoid shapes. Here are some alien creatures which are also made from twist ties, not glue. Supposedly, the earliest developers of 3D printing technology started thinking about the concept after playing around with hot glue gun and creating a 3D shape bit by bit. The story goes that the original inventor had the epiphany after making a toy frog for his son from hot glue. Whether that's true or not, a hot glue gun works well for refining the basic outline of a figure, especially for living creatures where you want that smooth, organic look. The glue becomes very light and strong as it solidifies, and after priming it takes paint well. Here are some terrain pieces and boards I made using a mix of organic materials like tree bark, sand, pebbles, and clippings from juniper bushes. Pieces of tree bark painted gray can look a lot like chunks of rock without adding much weight to terrain or bases. If you want to see some of the games and stories these various miniatures were made for, remember to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell.